Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this new video from Instinct Learning. I know I have not been online for quite some time. This is because I was traveling and I was in Asia and many other things, but we are back and we are also back online. So instinctlearning.com is fortunately recovered and working well. In today's video we are going to talk a bit about the use of samples, because it seems to be a contentious kind of thing to talk about, or I don't know, at least I get the feeling, because some of my last videos on my other channel, Parandroid, on my main artist channel, I put out some videos there, and then some artists responded, actually people that I know personally, and they spoke out against the sale and the use of samples, despite the fact that I know that they themselves use a lot of samples. So in this video I want to talk about the legitimacy of using samples, and I think it truly is legitimate, and let me explain why. It's actually quite simple and funny that I have to do a video about it. Or I don't have to, but I want to do a video about it as well. And the reason being that, you know, first of all, let's start with the basics. The best pieces of music have not been created by just one single person. In many cases, multiple people worked on those pieces, and that goes even back hundreds of years ago. In many cases, composers didn't work alone. They worked with their students and off their students' work. In some cases, pieces of music had to be finished by their students. In the case of Mozart, for example, Mozart's Requiem, which was his own Requiem, but actually a commissioned work. And he died during writing the Requiem, so his student had to finish the piece. It's just a stupid example, but there is just no reason in being afraid of using samples. The other thing is that one hallmark of creativity, in my opinion at least, is to be, you know, give me something and I will do something amazing with it. This is like at the core of creativity, at least for me. So taking something from the outside, basically, not self-recorded, and implementing it into your composition, into your production, well, is an art form by itself. So that's another thing. And then where does it begin? Where does it start, actually? Since everybody, almost that I know at least, is using drum samples at least, and FX samples, etc., and all kinds of other samples, because it enhances your music, it makes it more rich. It gives you a full new palette of natural instruments, of field recordings, of Foley, of so many things that you couldn't get out of a synthesizer. Synthesis is amazing. You know, for example, creating waves crashing or even more complex things, or a cello on a synthesizer, is fun and satisfying and can sound really, really cool, and can sound arguably interesting, or more interesting in some cases than the original. But from the fidelity of the sound, if you go to the micro level, natural sound is still something that is more complex than synthesis. It's just like it has an infinite amount of parameters, if you will. So that's another thing. I think that clears that up already. I don't need to make a long video. Also, the battery of my camera is running low. So that's about it. Using samples, in my opinion at least, is completely fine. It's actually the opposite of fine, or more than fine. It is creative to take something and make something out of that, or implement it into your composition. What do you think about it? Do you use samples? I think so. I think you do. And if you do you use only drum samples, or are you using all kinds of stuff? For example, I like to use vocal samples and also instrument samples, Foley samples, all kinds of things. Whatever I come across, I will use if I like it. So let us talk about it in the comment section below. As I said in the beginning, there is the website now running again, fortunately, and you can use it. That means there is like a boatload of free content for you to explore at www.instinct-learning.com, as well as paid products, courses, presets, samples, everything what you need for music production. And as I said, a lot of it is free. And that's about it. I see you guys in the next video. There is a lot more coming now. Expect a lot of videos about music production from Instinct Learning because we are back online. So if you like that video, then hit the like button, also subscribe. I hate to say all this stuff again and again, but unfortunately this is how things work on YouTube and people react to that. So please like the video if you liked it and subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button to get notifications when I'm actually coming out with a new video. New tutorials will follow. A new IL Basics series is coming up that is updated for 2022. This will be a paid product. At least partially, maybe I put out a demo version, and there I will once again go through all elements that are necessary to create your own music on a high standard, on a professional standard. So be ready for that. I see you guys in the next video. Love you, cheers, and bye bye. Booyakasha!